are aware of the characteristics of the living organism, that is they show movement and locomotion. Everybody like to play cricket, football, volleyball. What do you do over there? You move your hands and legs for kicking the ball or catching the ball. Yes, this is all because of your bones and muscles. So today we are going to discuss about bones and muscles. Bones and muscles. First, I would like to make you clear what do you mean by movement. Movement is an action by part of an organism or the whole organism to show change in position, that is movement. But when the organism move from one place to another, they do locomotion. For example, plants don't locomote, they show only movement because they prepare their own food. But in case of animals, they move from one place to another in search of food, shelter, and also to escape from the predators. The example what we do of movement and locomotion are, when you comb your hair, what do? You do movement. Because you are combing your hair, you are moving your hand only. When you walk through the staircase to reach the gate, what type of movement and locomotion you do? You do both movement and locomotion. So this is all because of our bones and muscles. You might have seen your toy tent. When you remove the poles of the tent, have you ever wondered what would happen? Yes, the whole tent will collapse. So as our body is also made up of framework of skeleton. The skeleton is very important system. There are around 206 bones in our body. The skeletal system gives shape, support and strength and stability to our body. They also help the body in the movement. The bones are of different types. Some bones are short like the finger bones, some are long like the hand and the legs bones, some are rounded like the bones, like the back bones or the chest bones. So these bones protect the very delicate organs of our body like the lungs, the heart and the brain. The skulls protect the brain. The bones are very hard from outside, but inside there is a jelly-like substance called the bone marrow. This helps in the production of the bones. This helps in the production of the blood cells. The bones are made up of calcium and phosphorus. When you fall down, what happens? The bone breaks. But gradually, when you go to the doctor, take a plaster, it joins. Bones are living and they are capable of joining. Now we will learn about the parts of the skeletal system. Parts of skeletal system. The skeletal system consists of many parts like the skull, the rib cage, the backbone, the limbs, forelimb and hind limb, shoulder girdle, also known as pectoral girdle, and pelvic girdle, also called hip girdle. These are the various parts of the skeletal system. We will discuss one by one about the different parts. First is the skull. Skull is also called the brain box. It protects the brain and it constitutes of around 22 bones. 8 bones are fused together to protect the skull and rest 14 bones. 14 bones form the facial bones. They are fused and they form the facial bones. 8 forms the brain box and they protect the very delicate organ, that is the brain. They also protect very sense organs like the eye, ear, nose and mouth. They have holes inside the bone so as the sense organs are fit inside it. So now coming to backbone. Backbone is also called the vertebral column, and it consists of 33 small bones called the vertebrae. 33 small bones called the vertebrae, and it is connected to one over the another, as you can see. They have small holes inside them through which the spinal cord passes through it. This is the spinal cord. This vertebral column helps in the movement of our back. That is, we can twist and you can bend because of this vertebral column or the backbone. Now coming to rib cage, or you can call the ribs. The ribs are the bones. There are around 12 bones, and they form, there are around 12 pairs of bones, and they extend from the backbone towards the front. As you can see over there, it extends from the back towards the front. It is connected to the back, to the backbone, and to the front to the sternum or the breastbone. There are 12 pairs of bones present. Out of that, 10 are attached to the front, that is the sternum, but the 11th and the 12th, they are not attached to the sternum, and they are called floating bones. They are called floating bones because they are attached to the back through the backbone, but they are not attached to the front, that is the breastbone or the sternum. That's why they are called floating bones. This rib cage protects the very delicate organs like the lungs and the heart. Now about the limbs. Limb consists of the forelimb, that is the hand, and the hind limb, that is the leg. Forelimb consists of the upper arm and the lower arm. Upper arm consists of only one bone, that is humerus, and the lower arm consists of radius and ulna. This is the upper arm and this is the lower arm. Lower arm consists of two bones, that is radius and ulna. Radius is towards the thumb side. Now the hind limb consists of upper thigh part and the lower part. The upper thigh consists of one bone called the femur, and the lower leg, that is the lower limb, lower part consists of two bones called the tibia and fibula. Tibia is towards the toe side, that is the bigger toe side, and this is longer than the fibula. This is all about the limbs. The hind limbs, that is the femur bone, helps to support the entire body, that it takes the support of the entire body. Now about the two girdles, that is pelvic and pectoral girdle. First we will discuss about the pectoral girdle. Pectoral girdle, also called the shoulder girdle. Shoulder girdle is made up of two bones and they are fused together. They are shoulder bones and the collar bones. Through this, the upper arm is attached. The upper arm is attached to the pectoral girdle. Now about the pelvic girdle or the hip girdle. these are made up of 3 bones. They are fused together and they form a flat structure. They protect the very delicate organs of our body like the urinary bladder, the reproductive organs. They protect the rounded, they form a rounded structure and they protect the very delicate organs of our body. So these are all about the parts of the skeletal system. So in today's class we studied about the skeletal system and what are the parts of the skeletal system, that is the skull, the backbone, the rib cage, the limbs, that is the forelimb and hind limb, and about the pelvic and the pectoral girdles. Thank you.